Okay. Okay. What's up, Cobra Kai here today. We are back with another Cobra CKC. Cobra Kai, CKCA. Cobra Kai analysis video. And today on CKCA, we got a video on a fighter that just died in the last episode of part 2. We got a video on Kwon, one of my favorite villains. It has to be the best character in part 2. So, yeah, what do we know about... Okay, so I will be making a video on my part 2 of Tori and my part 2 of Kreese. Because I said that once part 2 came out, I would be doing videos on them, and I will. But I decided to focus on Kwon because he has to be one of the best characters. Okay, on this side. Kwon has to be one of the best characters. So, yeah. So we meet Kwon in Season 6, Episode 2. Episode 3. Where after Kreese went, we meet Kwon in Season 6, Episode 3. After Kreese decides to go to Korea, because after escaping jail, he decides, oh, why not go back to Korea? So he decides to go there, and there we meet Kwon, one of Kim Dutton's best students. He's a bit rebellious, but he is a good fighter. Of course, Kreese takes Kwon under his wing and teaches him the Cobra Kai mantra and fighting style. And he even teaches Kwon to fight. The last time we see Kwon is in episode 4, where he sees where Kreese tells the newly established Cobras, that the new Korean Cobras, Korean Cobras, that's a good name, the Korean Cobras, that there's one missing piece to the team. There's one missing piece. So, yeah. And we don't see Kwon again until the ending of episode 5, where Tori, Kreese, Kim, Kreese, and all the other Korean Cobras show up, followed by Tori, who had just rejoined. And in part 2, this is Kwon's best in episodes 10 through 15, and episodes 6 through 10, almost said 10 through 15. 10 through 15, that hasn't happened yet. 11 through 15 hasn't come out. In episodes 6 through 10, Kwon is one of the best characters. Bro, he has a rivalry with Robbie because he's secretly in love with Tori. He gaslights Robbie into believing that he and Tori slept together. Of course, that never happened, which causes Robbie to believe that. So he sleeps with Zaya, one of the fighters. Of course, Tori later tells Robbie in the big brawl that she and Kwon never did anything, and that she basically has no feelings for him. But still, Kwon. So we see Kwon basically attacking Robbie off the get-go. Of course, Tori's here to break it up because, she basically tells Robbie that, they definitely need a pause. They definitely need a pause in their relationship because, who wouldn't want to pause with your boyfriend after your boyfriend, because you both are on the opposite side. Of course, before this, Tori was on their side, but then if you saw in my first analysis video how Tori had the best episode in Season 6, Episode 5, you would know that that's where Tori switched sides and joined up with Cobra Kai, or the Korean Cobras. I like that better. She joined up with the Korean Cobras. Because technically it's not Cobra Kai, it's the Korean version. So Tori rejoins Cobra Kai, but now under construction as the Korean Cobra. So yeah, so the Korean. So Kwon basically is like, yo, Robbie, if you can beat that thing, we get your room, bruh. I'm surprised he didn't say your girlfriend, because that's usually how a-hole guys are like. He's like, bro, you get a room, but if we win, we get your girl. But no, he's just like, oh yeah, we get your room. So Kwon is able to win and gets their room. Of course, this peeves off Dimitri because they just lost their room to a Korean Cobra. I just love saying it now. Korean Cobra is my favorite word. I don't know why. That should actually be a cobra. A Korean Cobra. A Korean Cobra is actual things in Korea because that is just one of my favorite words to say now. Korean Cobra. And yeah, they lost their room to a Korean Cobra. Yeah. Kenny may have been an American Cobra, but Kwon is a Korean Cobra. See, it's just so cool to say. It's so savvy. So yeah. So then we see Tori and Kwon talking it up. Kwon tries to hit on Tori, but of course Tori isn't into it. Again, he should have said, "I get your room, and if I win, I get your girl." But no, he just wanted their hotel room. Like, that would have built a rivalry between them because, so yeah. So we kind of built, like, Tori accidentally walks in on, I should bring this up because because it comes back later, Tori accidentally walks in on Robbie and Zara sleeping together. Of course, this shocks her because she did not expect Robbie to move on so fast. Because it was like, because to her, it's like, bro, we're on a break. But to Rob, because that doesn't mean you get to sleep with other people. But of course, it's a drama show. This show's so dumb with its drama. Yeah, this show's just so dumb with its drama. Like, now we have drama of Tori's now worried that Robbie she might lose Robbie to Zara, a girl that she has a rivalry with. So, because everyone has a rivalry on this show. So, I think another perfect Kwon moment is in episode 8, where Sam and Axel, who has a crush on Sam, but Sam's dating Miguel. So this kind of gives Axel some sort of out of nowhere rivalry. Rivalry with Miguel because Axel wants Sam. Miguel's dating Sam, so he's jealous at Miguel for doing the girl that he's dating. And so anyway, so Kwon just shows up and interrupts their date. So they have to fight Kwon, but then Kwon and the gang have to leave because the Korean Cobras have to leave because the Barcelona cops are coming, so they have to get out of there. Unless the cops in Barcelona actually do their jobs. At least the Barcelona cops are present, not the American cops in this show. The American police do nothing. Not even arrest the kids when a home invasion, when a house breaking happens. Nope. But in Barcelona, they will attack. So yeah. So in episode 10, which is the biggest, which is in episode 9. In episode 9, Robbie and Kwon Robbie is pit up against Kwon. And, of course, Kwon likes taunting Robbie. So, yeah. So, Kwon against Robbie. And, of course, our boy Kwon, you probably say Robbie, but no. Kwon is my boy. I love this guy. Kwon tries to hit the fist with a punch, but Robbie kicks him, making Cobra Kai lose, and of course they're all celebrating, until, of course, Cobra Kai does not get kicked out. You know why? Because another team broke the rules, and the Tiger Strike broke the rules and are forced to leave the tournament, allowing Cobra Kai to gain that spot. It's just so dumb. That's just so dumb. Like, it's just a dumb reason for why we have to have Cobra Kai still be in the tournament, even though they lost. It's because another team cheated. Yep, that's Cobra Kai for you. That's the show. So yeah, so Kreese and his Korean Cobras. Still love saying that. So yeah, so Kwon is taught by Kreese. So it's announced that Axel will go up against Kwon. So yeah, but then before they can go, after they're done going up against, before they can go up against each other, the Tiger Strike captain shows up, knocks out the ref, and then we have the biggest brawl since season 2. Yeah, basically all the Karate Dojo team members come together and fight each other. Kwon versus Axel, Robbie, Tori even though Kreese told Tori before that Sam was not her friend, that Sam was not her friend, she would never, and Sam would choose karate over Tori or something. Sam proves Kreese wrong by basically saving Tori at the last minute, just like she did back last season. So yeah, wow, both seasons back to back have a big fight where Sam ends up saving Tori. Yeah, we were supposed to get the Tori and Sam fight, but now we get them saving each other. I also like they kind of hint at Kim Diamond's redemption in this episode because in the same season, not only has she formed a relationship with Chosen, but also she's starting to, because literally Tori tells her, like, girl, are you really sure that losing your friends and everything is worth over some tournament? And Kim's like, it is. So, but it's absolutely everything to her. So, but it kind of shows that, maybe she could be redeemed. They've been doing that with Kreese all season long since season 4, where he's a bad guy, but then he's a good guy, but then he's a bad guy again. They could do that with Kim, where she's a bad guy at start, but then kind of because of Chosen's influence, because of her falling in love with Chosen, she kind of slowly falls into the good guy side. I actually like a villain who actually redeems himself in this show. None of the villains do that. Terry Silver went from jail to not in jail. Kreese went from jail to being not in jail because the charges were dropped. Yes, that's how Kreese. I'll definitely add to the Kreese video, but still, dumbest reason to let a character out of jail ever. The charges were dropped. Dumbest reason for how Kreese can get out of jail. Dumbest reason. I agree. So yeah. So anyway, so Kwon fights Tor. So Kwon fights Axel. Until Kreese's dropped dagger, or Unjando, that he dropped earlier, Kwon finds it and threatens to kill Axel with it. But Axel fights it back, causing Kwon to accidentally stab himself and die. We don't know if Kwon's actually dead, but the way Daniel looks over to his body and it's bleeding out, it's definitely confirmed that Axel accidentally killed Kwon. And that's where we end this video. No, actually, I should talk about Kwon's character arc and why I love him so much. He's such a good stirrer. Like, he lied to Robbie at some point off screen, because I don't remember him ever telling him that Tori and him slept together. So yeah, at some point he told Robbie off screen that he and Tori slept together. And of course, Tori told him at the end that that wasn't true, and that Kwon lied to him, which is eventually how Robbie beat Kwon, because he got revenge on Kwon for lying to him. And yeah, I'm definitely gonna do Tori video next. But still, I love Kwon. sad that hopefully that he appears in like a ghost or a flashback, because yeah, I love this man. Kwon, Brand H. Lee, thank you for giving us a good performance. You are the GOAT. Because this was my favorite villain. Also, yeah, I guess he's supposed to be like Kyler in a way, but at least Kyler kind of got redeemed at the end, where Kyler now partied with everyone and had fun. At least with Kyler, they kind of showed him a little bit of redemption, where he and Miguel talked through their issues. But still, yeah. At least Kwon and Miguel, not Kwon and Miguel, Kyler and Miguel, they talked through their issues. But with Kwon, he is just a villain all the way through. He doesn't have a redeemable bone in his body. He's kind of like Kasaka from Kamen Rider 5, where we absolutely hate him, but we hate to love him. But I hate Kasaka. I do. He's an absolute a-hole. But with Kwon, I love him because he's such a great antagonist. And saying Korean Cobras the entire video was way fun. So what will we see out of our Korean Cobras in the third part? Will the Sekai Tekai continue? Will they cancel it, as my dad keeps saying he wants it to? Because he keeps saying there's no way they keep a tournament going after after Kwon just died. So he thinks they're gonna cancel it. What do you guys think? What do you think they're gonna do in season 5? The final part of season 3, season 6? And how are they gonna lead the Karate Kid movie? Yes. Now we can talk about the movie. The Karate Kid movie. Karate Kid Legend. Which stars Daniel LaRusso and Mr. Han teaming up to find a new Karate Kid. Who knows if Dre from 2010's Karate Kid will appear? But yeah. The one thing I don't like about the movie is, even though it hasn't even come out yet, it comes out next year. But the one thing I have a problem with it, making it a continuation of the show. Why can't it be its own thing? Just have Daniel and Mr. Han be in it. Why did Ralph Macchio have to reveal that it was after the end of the show? Which means that no character can die now, or they will have to, because they'll probably appear in the movie. And that's what I disliked with The Walking Dead, because they're spin-offs, meaning that everyone protected was under a protected bubble. So Daniel can't die at the end of the series. Of course he's not. But now you know he won't. Daniel could die, but now you know he won't, because he'll be in the movie. Thanks a lot, Karate Kid Legends. You're ruining the aspect of Cobra Kai, because now Daniel's fate now one of the main characters' fates cannot be questioned, because you now know he's going to be in the movie, and he's the main poster. Like, we knew Daniel was not going to die, but you would obviously think that one main character is not going to live to see the end of season 3. Part 3. Of course, it's not going to be Johnny, because they're probably going to end the final season with Johnny Miguel, Carmen, and Rosa all being together as a family, celebrating the birth of Johnny's new daughter, with Johnny holding his and Carmen's daughter in their arms. That's how it's going to be. But I just feel like, and since I think Williams Africa says he's not a part of this. But still, I don't think they're going to kill off Johnny. Daniel, definitely would love to see, jokingly, I would not love to see Daniel die, but they could have done that. But now we know that they're not, because of this movie. Thanks a lot, Karate Kid Legends. You basically ruined yourself, because now, just like with the Walking Dead spin-off, your main character cannot die. Just like the Walking Dead spin-off. That's what I don't like about the Walking Dead spin-off, is that I feel like the movie should have been announced after Cobra Kai, after the third part, because it would have been would have let us be shocked, and would have let us be like, oh yeah, Daniel's gonna be in it. But now that we know that he is gonna be in it, it's like, well now what? Like now we know that Daniel's not gonna die. Like, come on, Come on, we don't even got a trailer for this thing yet. Still, I'm just mad about that. I'm just mad that studios can't wait till shows end before they release the next project. Even though this is not being done by Cobra Kai creator, and the Cobra and England Schlossberg did play Terry Silver's lawyer in the flashback scene. But yeah, I just don't like when movies or TV shows ruin the supposed ending of a character. Like with Daniel. But this is about Kwon, not about Daniel and how his new movie is gonna ruin the ending of the third part because it won't be a surprise because in every finale one of the main characters dies. Like Dexter supposedly died, and Walter White died, and Jimmy kind of died, but didn't by a name jail, but he'll be dead by the time he leaves jail. So yeah. And Oliver Queen, he died by the end of his show. He died by the end of his own show. So, yeah. The Flash was supposed to die, but the writers didn't want that. But still. That's it for this video. I'll see you next time. And remember, we find balance. Remember, we find balance. Remember, we're badass, but we still have balance. See you next time.